Hello and welcome to Broduel. Some of you may have already heard about or seen the trailer for the new DLC for Skyrim called Hearthfire. While we can't show you the actual trailer for copyright reasons, we'll link it down below in the description for you to check that out. In this video we'll be outlining the new features of the new DLC, as well as showing you how to achieve the same effect only using mods. The main feature of the DLC is the ability to design your own home in the game. Some of the features shown include purchasing land with a deed and then slowly piecing together your home from the ground up. Building things like a full crafting set, a greenhouse, a garden and more, and also with the addition of new custom items like an automated fishery and others. The closest mod that attempts to achieve the same thing is the Build Your Own Home mod over on Nexus. The mod lets you build your own custom home on a pile of rubble in a set location. You can then use a nearby workbench to build on the home piece by piece. Both the mod and the DLC use a workbench and a book with plans for each individual piece of the home, so you read the book, find what items are necessary for the build, and then go ahead and build it. Instead of building mostly on the main house like in the DLC, the mod focuses on building around the entire area around the river where the house is located. After you build the scaffolding over the river, you can expand with a target range, a full forge, a tanning area and more. With the DLC you also get to design each individual room with a workbench, however with the mod you're limited to a set choice of 4 themes for each of the 2 floors, but you do also get to design your own secret lair, so maybe that makes up for it. With the DLC you'll also be able to hire staff, which is a feature seen in plenty of different home mods, but unfortunately isn't a feature in the Build Your Own Home mod. The mod does include plenty of other smaller features though, and if you want a more in-depth analysis of the mod then you can find our review for it down below. Another thing that a lot of people seem to have noticed is the addition of a mounted mud crab on the wall in the DLC trailer. The same feature can be found in the Trophy Hunter mod. We've covered it in the past, and as well as adding a mounted mud crab, the mod adds a variety of different monsters that you can have hanging on your wall. Trophy hunting requires you to hunt and gather items to craft the new wall pieces, and allows you to position them wherever you like through a helpful UI menu. The trailer doesn't mention how you can get your hands on the mounted mud crab, so we can't really say if the way you create the wall pieces is the same with the mod as it is in the DLC, but we think it's safe to assume it's going to be very similar. The final feature of the DLC is the ability to start your own family, which also works together with the new home feature. And this time, to achieve the closest possible outcome you'll need a couple of mods. The first is the Spouses Can Live Everywhere mod, which as the name explains lets you move your spouse into your newly modded home. The second and main aspect of having your own family is the ability to adopt a child. Recently released on the Nexus is a mod of the same name. The mod allows you to adopt a child from the Honor Hall orphanage in Riften. It's pretty simple to adopt a child with the mod. All you have to do is pay a one-time fee and then you'll be ready to adopt. Similarities between the mod and what's shown in the DLC is the ability to have your children living at home and even play games with them if you keep them happy. The only difference between the mod and the DLC is that the DLC shows that you may have to defend your home and your family from infestations of skeevers and other creatures, while the mod doesn't have that option. But obviously the features in the DLC have been designed to work together, so you can start off with nothing but a deed and end up with a fully built home and a family that all work smoothly together. And as they've been made by the professionals over at Bethesda, the features of the DLC are likely to be of a higher quality, as well as having less issues. From our experience of playing together with the mods we've mentioned, everything worked well and there wasn't any major interferences, so it definitely makes for a nice alternative. And although many of the features shown in the DLC can be achieved through the use of mods, we're still glad to see more DLC being released, because it's always a good thing to have more resources for modders to use in the community. And that's the end of today's video. All of the mods mentioned can be found down below, and the annotation on screen right now will take you to yesterday's spotlight, and thanks for watching.